right, then, that was a preview of the APC convention taking place in Abuja after so many postponements and cancellations. But for now, we're back in the studio in Lagos, and we have our Artist of the Week with us in the studio. Maybe you guessed who she is. I think we played about 2 or 3 pieces from her. Temitope Monique is our guest of the week today, our Artist of the Week. Good morning, Temitope.
Good morning, ma.
Well, you look taller in the video, like I said as you were coming in. But, oh, it's all photo trick, is it? How many inches are you wearing?
Okay, I'm 5'4", so...
I was right. You look taller in the video. How are you?
I'm very fine.
Thank you very much for joining us today. Temitope Monique is one of Nigeria's most gifted and talented female gospel artists. And she is known especially for her singles, Great Atobiju. Is that how to say it?
Yes, ma'am.
Then Power Flow.
Yes.
And a few others. Now, you were Miss Fabi.
Yes.
Good. Any relation of the great Mr. Fabi?
No.
Okay, right. You were born to Mr. and Mrs. Simeon Adebisi Fabi.
Yes.
And your father was an engineer. And you grew up in Ishaga area of Surulere. Okay. You know what Ishaga is like today.
Yes.
Tell us about what Ishaga was like when you were little growing up. Is it the same?
No, no.
Exactly.
Far better. Development has come to play. I remember when I was in primary school, we walked to school in between bushes and all that.
No more bushes?
No more. The whole place is well developed now. Yes.
Now, how did you get into music? Because I see that you studied business administration, and then you also have a certificate in computer science. Nothing to do with music.
I eventually had my degree in music at the University of Lagos.
Eventually?
Yes.
Afterthought. So good. So how did it all start for you, the music thing? Because you didn't go from school to straight away to study music.
Yes, no. Well, I've loved music since I was a child, and thanks to my parents, they allowed me participate in church activities. So I'm a member of the choir. Even when I was in school, I've led the school choral group to winning many school choral competitions. So I became popular from then, even as a child. So I was growing in music from then. And then since then, I've loved to do music. So I was in jingles, in backup for the popular artists at that time.
Such as?
Yeah, Kenny St. Brown, Shegun Obe, the Compassion Band. Yeah, and I work with a few of Kenny's music artists.
Okay.
Then.
So, since you had been doing music since you were a child, why didn't you go study music? Why business?
Well, then music for me is talent. It's like it's something by the side. It's something I love. Yes,
something by the side.
Not something I see as something I want to live my future by. You know, then everybody wants to become doctors, lawyers, engineers, and all that. So I was hoping to get into school, be one of those, and still be doing music by
as
the
your side hustle.
Now, maybe for the love of it. Maybe for the love of it.
Now look what has happened.
Honestly, that's God.
Look what has happened. Now that's your main hustle.
Yes. Yes.
So you got your first qualification, and then you got your second, and then you decide finally to take music seriously. Then you went and got a music degree.
Yes.
Is there music in your family?
Not professionally, but we all can sing.
Everyone sings in the bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't count bathroom singing as singing, please.
Okay.
You can't count
I'm the only
bathroom
professional singer in my family.
You're the only one?
I'm the only professional singer in my family.
And when, after getting these degrees, you now told your parents you wanted to go and do music, what did mom say?
I was already out of the house when I jumped on the Unilag.
Oh, okay.
I
So
was already
they
married.
had no say.
No.
You had already done the one that they wanted you to
Yes,
do, the one
yes,
that would make you a
yes,
living and
yes,
money.
yes.
Ah, okay, okay. So you were now master of yourself and you decided to
Yes.
go and do music. How has it been in music?
Uh, well, music it's been good. Like I said earlier that I was enjoying the journey because being in the choir, it's just you go to church, you know, do your service, and you love what you do. It's not stress for me because I already love music. So, and then growing up from there to start recording and putting songs out there, it was easy. But it became easier when I was signed to a record label. So they took up the major part of the stress and the business part. So all I get is a call to, it's time for you to record, you have an interview tomorrow, you have this tomorrow. So it makes the job very easy for me.
Okay.
And maybe that's why I can say that music is easy for me.
Music has been easy for you, but has it been worth it?
It's been
You
worth
left
it.
all your other degrees and decided to just focus on this one.
It's been worth it.
Oh, you can live on it.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the Nigerian music industry. I know that you're a gospel singer, but you are also in that industry, the Nigerian music industry, which I must say is very diverse and is very vibrant. How easy was it for you to fit in? And what are the challenges in the industry?
It was not easy to fit in, or should I say, there's really nothing to fit in. I think it's better, well, I have this mindset. I was born into a family where I have more guys, so I've lived my life like a man. So most of the time, I do things independently. So I don't seek to fit in.
Okay.
I like to carve a niche for myself and live by it. This is what I want to do, and I go by it. So I just decided it's gospel I want to do. I do it the way I like, and thank God I was accepted and still accepted by the people. So, so I won't say it's easy or it's not easy to fit in because I didn't even desire to fit in. I just want to work.
Okay. What about the industry? What do you think about the industry?
The music industry
Yes.
in general?
Yes.
I'm happy about the growth so far because in the year 1999, what music was like then is not what it is now. I see the likes of Burna Boy shutting down O2. You know, I'm like, wow, Nigerian artists doing great things like this. And I'm so proud, and I pray that one day the gospel will take that up too. We will shut down O2 very soon. I'm so happy about the likes of Dunsi. You know, people want to hear us. People want to hear the good message. And I don't think it was that easy then. The structures in place now is making it easy for people to say, okay, I want to use music to propagate this message. And it is well done through music, and people are accepting the message. So I'm happy that music has grown and has come to stay, and is a very good tool for positive messages.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
From situations around me, from God, from Bible reading. Sometimes I read some Bible passages and it stirs my spirit, and then I start writing. And there are times that situations around leads to, you know, composing this song and that song. I remember I was in London when the Nyanya bomb blast happened then, and then that triggered something in me. And that was when I wrote a song about Nigeria, and, you know, that single was released and it's out there. So inspiration comes around situations around me too.
There was a gospel singer who came into our studio once and told us that she got her inspiration directly from God, and that God speaks to her. That doesn't happen to you?
Yeah, it's possible. We hear from God differently. Some of us, some people will tell you they see God. Some will tell you they can hear him. Some will tell you they can. So it depends on how you see him.
What's your experience?
My experience, most times from dreams. I receive messages and I follow it, and I know this is God talking to me.
From dreams?
Yes.
Okay, how would I know when God talks to me?
That's why
Tell me what to look out for.
That's why I said, you know, just like a mother to a child. The way I talk to my boy child is different from the way I talk to my girl child. Sometimes I could look at my daughter and she understands that, no, mommy doesn't want this. And my son will be like, what were you trying to say? So the way God speaks to us sometimes is different. So the said gospel artist might just be hearing directly. I don't hear directly. Sometimes I just probably discern in my spirit that, no, this thing is God talking to me. And I believe it happens to people. Sometimes you want to step out and something is telling you, don't go. Don't worry, stay back. There are some topics out there. Some people just jump on social media and want to talk. Sometimes you want to write and something say, ignore, don't write. So it could be this good spirit in you talking to you, and you can just believe that it's God talking to you, that please do the right thing. Don't do this. So maybe those are the signs. The way I'm looking at you.
How are you? Okay, all right, then I won't look at you. Okay. Now, why did you choose gospel music as your medium to get your message across?
Okay. I always say I didn't choose gospel. Gospel chose me. You know, I've loved the likes of Celine Dion, you know, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, and the likes. And I've always wanted to be like them. I like the love message. Love message is a positive message. Even God is love.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gospel can be love.
Yes, so I've loved to do that. But I had an encounter with God some years back, and I know that, no, this is God drawing my ears, that, no, I want you to serve in the vineyard. So I just, you know, took a turn, and I said it's going to be gospel. So that's how I arrived at being a gospel artist.
And your husband has no problems with that?
Nah. He, in fact, is my major support.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you.
You went to Iju Grammar School.
Yes.
Tell us about your days in secondary school.
It's a beautiful memory. I wasn't born with a silver spoon, so Iju Grammar School is a public school, a good one. We have mothers, not teachers. They won't teach you like A plus A is A square. They will teach you morally. They want to have a place in your life. So when they beat well. so you don't have a choice but
But they didn't beat to the point of injuring like teachers do these days.
Far from it.
Yes,
Far from it. They just want you to know that your parents have entrusted you into our hands, and they want to play the role of a parent, not just being a teacher. You know, there are times that some teachers feel, if you like, don't know it. I have students that can prove that I've taught you well. But then they are like parents in our lives. So when we see them like mommy and daddy. We respect them. We run into classes. We take our class. And I learned a lot how to be friends with people, how to love people. There was no competition at that time. Unlike now, even parents raise their children with a lot of competition. I remember when my daughter was still in secondary school, and You know, she would literally tell me that, there's a boy in my class that says that, oh, you know, during the summer coaching, I didn't change, I didn't repeat my clothes, not for once. I said, why? He said the boy wears designer every time. And I'm like, God.
What's that?
You know what?
What value does that add to a child?
Well, she feels, but why will any parents make the child feel like it has to be designer, your class is different? I say, baby, there's no class. You have to love. That's why sometimes even when I send her food, her groceries, she will still share with some other people. And that's how I was raised. We were raised not to look down on people. We were raised to love, because my mother will literally let you know that I don't have. So whatever you get is what you eat, and that's what you share with others. And that's how I was able to love the environment, love my teachers, love my schoolmates. Until today, we are still in contact. And I would say kudos to that school for teaching us so much to love ourselves and love the society.
That is so nice to hear.
Yes.
Now, let me take you to another area. Maybe you didn't expect me to go there.
Okay.
Do you have your PVC?
I think I have.
You think you have?
I think I have.
Well, please, when you get home, make sure that you have.
Yes, I think I have, because I went for that long queue thing. Yeah, I think I have.
Do you intend to vote at the next election?
I want to. It's my civic right. I did the last time, you know, the stress and all that. And there are sometimes the fights at the voting center. Sometimes out of fear, I don't want to go out. But because there's something we want and we can't tell people to do it for us, we have to do it ourselves. So I'll go out and vote.
Because with the amendment to the Electoral Act, it is looking like, please mark my choice of words, it is looking like everyone's vote is going to count. And we know from past experience that many young people don't go out to vote because they believe that their votes are not going to count anyway.
Yes,
so why do they waste time going to stand in the sun and all that? But with the amendment now, do you believe that the time has come when Nigeria is going to get the leader that the people actually choose?
Yes, I believe. Before, I always have faith that the right thing will be done. But it's like that's the faith our parents had up till our generation. But from the last election year, I see a lot of changes. The voice of the youth are being heard now. People can come out and say...
NSAS.
Yeah.
The voice of the youth.
Yes. I think our leaders are really listening to us now. Even sometimes they want to have their way, they still consider that, no, this youth won't take it easy on us. So I believe that the change has come, and I believe that our votes will count this time.
Any thoughts of going into politics?
No. No. My no was sharp, right?
Yes, your no was very sharp.
Okay. Maybe because I believe it's demanding. I would love to live.
Is gospel singing not demanding?
Oh, God. Politics, I've seen leaders fight, even at House of Reps, House of Assembly. I'm like, I don't think I want to stay in a place where I'm trying to argue and one man will slap me. I don't want to go through that.
Okay, so no politics for you.
No.
So, what next for Monique?
I have a lot going on for me right now. I just celebrated my 40th birthday and I released a new album. And I also released products, a perfume product. So, and then thank you. I'm dropping a brand new video on the 1st of April. So far, that's what's going on right now.
All right then, Temitope, Monique, one of Nigeria's gifted and talented female gospel artists. Thank you very much for being our guest this morning. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good, so that...